Welcome back, guys. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I have something special for you today. In this video, I'm reviewing the 24mm Petri Rta by Dotmod. Let's take a closer look at this RTA, then I'll give you my thoughts on it. Here she is, the Dotmod Petri 24 RTA. Beautiful gold signature packaging. Dotmod does it right. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous on this. Magnet in there, solid, nice box. We have the Ultim drip tip and the acrylic drip tip. I normally hate this color Ultim, but on here it actually looks very, very nice. It's the only instance where I've actually liked an Ultim drip tip. Now it does not come with the 510 adapter, and because these thread in, I don't think you're going to be using any of your drip tips on this, but between the black and the Ultim, I think you'll find something you like. All the threads, from the drip tip to the fill, all the way down to the bottom, the chimney, everything is absolutely beautifully smooth. The machining is gorgeous on this thing. It is a top fill system, and I've seen some people complain about this because this is how you fill it. You pop the top off and you fill it like this. Your glass tank is held on by an O-ring. Now that is a very nice and secure O-ring. It is, however, easy if you're trying to fill your juice to bump it and for it to pop up, especially when it's lubed and kind of has a little bit more give on it. But for me, it hasn't been an issue because I know I just need to be a little bit more careful when I fill it. So when I'm filling it, I just hold the glass, squish it in, and I'm good to go. I actually like this method of filling quite a bit. We take the glass off, we have our chimney section right here. We have a conical shape up here going into the chimney. Nice open chimney. Build deck is absolutely incredible. Here in the center, you see their CZ they put in there. That attention to detail just blows me away. I love that they did that. This whole deck is gorgeous. So here's your deck. We have airflow here all the way through, and your wick holes are here. So your wick goes into each side. Here's the positive and negative. So your coil goes across like this. And then your wick comes down from both coils into the same hole. And then the airflow comes in through these two holes right below your coils. So I really like the way this was designed. It's 18 millimeters from side to side. The post screws are on the side here, which I think is a really neat idea. It's right through the thread. You have your screws on either side. It doesn't affect at all how smooth these threads are. You have your O-ring here, which secures your airflow ring, your adjustable airflow. That's a pretty nice big slot for the airflow. Down here on the bottom we have Dotmod's logo. We have the Petri Rta serial number, and it says 24mm down there on the bottom. Solid brass construction, plated in 24 karat gold. Plated 4 times. Gold plated 510. When you're building this, you just want to make sure that your coils aren't going to rub the sides or the top of the chimney. So I think that's enough talking about it. Let's go ahead and stick a build in it. So the principle here, my cotton goes through each coil and tucks down into here. So I want it obviously filled up enough so it's not going to leak, but not so much that it's not going to wick well and give me dry hits. So that's what I have going on in there so far. See, it's not jam-packed in there, but it's just enough. But it still should let in enough juice to wick beautifully. I'm going to prime these coils pretty well. I'm putting the juice on them and just giving it a little bit of a pulse just to heat the juice up to help it saturate the cotton a little bit better. Everything has this beautiful knurling all over it, making everything really easy to take apart and put back together. I'm going to put the chimney on, make sure I don't have anything touching. Again, the threading is just super clean and super easy. Everything goes together so well. From here, I'm going to go ahead and throw the glass on. If you just jam this in here, you can pop up the glass. So just take the extra second to make sure you're not pressing down or pushing hard, and just go ahead and fill it. This tank will hold 3 mils of e-liquid. Top cap goes back on. We have it built. We have it juiced. Now let's talk about it. Holy shit, guys. The flavor on this thing is absolutely outrageous. Hands down, the best flavor RTA that I have tried. Amazing cloud production. I saw everybody screaming about this RTA flavor, 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 and they are absolutely right. But it really produces a ton of vapor as well. I'm getting a nice warm hit. I put some fused 40 gauge fused Claptons in here, ohming at 0.11. With the airflow wide open, it's a beautiful warm vape with a ton of flavor. I'm not getting spit back or anything like that. When I restrict the airflow halfway, the vapor production, it gets a lot more dense, and the flavor just goes through the roof. But it's a little too dense for me. I like it absolute wide open. The airflow adjustment ring has knurling all the way around it, which looks badass. If you have juice on your fingers, it's nice and easy to get at. The airflow is a little restrictive, and little being the operative word there, it is not like, I wouldn't call it a restricted airflow, but it's not wide open either. There's just a little bit of restriction there. 18mm diameter postless deck, so there's just a lot of room, really easy to build with. Your coils just drop in there, you tighten them down. There's a lot of space. The chimney's nice and big. This thing was tremendously easy to wick. The airflow is right underneath those coils. The coils they include in this kit were absolutely phenomenal. They were awesome, beautifully made coils. I think there were 3 28 gauge cores wrapped in 40. Beautifully done, and they vaped incredibly. It hasn't leaked on me at all. It's easy to fill. Now, I've heard some rumblings and a couple complaints about the top fill system. When I fill it, I take the cap off, I put a finger on each side, my thumb and my finger, and I just kind of stabilize the glass, and then I just fill it like normal. I have a ton of pros for this tank. I love the airflow. I like the juice capacity. It's not massive, but it's enough for me. I love the 2 different option drip tips. It comes with an awesome pair of coils. It's easy to fill. The build deck is incredible. The build quality is incredible. It's easy to build on. It's easy to wick. Did I mention it's absolutely gorgeous? The machining quality is unbelievable. Everything fits, is smooth, and just looks unbelievable. A couple cons, like I said, that fill system could be a con for some people. Another con would be if you're one of those people that really like to use your goon style, your 810 drip tips, or your own 510 drip tips. You're not going to be able to do that with this because there's no kind of adapter. I can't find anything else to complain about. Now, price point on this, it floats around the $90 price point. So that's a very expensive RTA, but it's not overpriced because of the quality, because of the performance, because of the flavor, because of how beautiful it is. You're getting what you pay for. Now, that price point could be a con for some people. The detailing and craftsmanship, fit and finish is just outstanding. It is absolutely worth the price point. Would I buy this RTA? I absolutely would if I could save the money to do so. All in all, this is a phenomenal RTA that I highly recommend. If you're a flavor guy, you cannot get any better than this RTA. If you're all about cloud production, I am blown away by the amount of vapor that I'm getting from this. I haven't had any problem with dry hitting, leaking, and it just worked beautifully for me. I can chain vape this thing and I'm still not getting any kind of dry hits or flooding or gurgling or anything like that. Just spend the extra time on the wicking, don't overdo it, and you'll be absolutely fine. If you like this review, give it a thumbs up. Consider checking out my Patreon page, become a patron. I have some awesome rewards and you can help keep this channel going. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my other build tutorials and other content. Subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when I do live streams. I want to say thank you to Dotmod for sending this to me so I can review it. Whitney, you're the best. I'm Sherlock Holmes and I'll see you in the next video.